Let's just get this out of the way right now. The first dance scene with Jennifer Lopez in this film, yeah. As a male human being, I appreciated that scene very much. So Hustlers tells the story of a group of strippers who one day decide they're going to hustle all the Wall Street guys who got into the strip club out of thousands of dollars. So they come up with this scheme where they use this drug that makes the guys happy in the moment, so they buy more services, and then the next day they completely forget everything they did the night before, and they find that this scheme is pretty successful and starts making them quite a bit of money. So we have ourselves a true story crime film, and a pretty good one at that. Let's start off with Jennifer Lopez. Now admittedly, the only film I remember seeing her in was that one, and I don't like talking about that film very much because I just want to forget that that film ever happened. But on the other hand, I am actually glad that I did see that film, because after seeing it I was convinced that Jennifer Lopez was a bad actress, but after seeing Hustlers I'm now convinced that she's actually a good actress. I want to see her do more roles like this and do more films like this, because I want her to convince me more and more that she actually is a good actress and make me forget more about that thing. This is the first time I've seen Constance Wu in a film. I know people are kind of raving about her right now, and yeah, she's officially on my radar too, because she was quite good in this film as well. Her character is very likeable, you understand her, you connect to her, and that's the best thing the film does overall, is make you understand why these women are doing this. Why are they hustling these guys out of so much money? The film does a really good job of illustrating how stripping is kind of looked down on as a depraved, demoralizing profession. But for these women, it's an honest living. They need this to pay the bills, and they see it as a genuine job that they can make a genuine living from for the most part. And they really illustrate that very well in this scene with Jennifer Lopez and this other stripper who's breaking down and crying because their family kicked her out because they found out she's a stripper and she works at a strip club. And it kind of makes you appreciate strippers more because of the stuff they have to deal with when people find out they're strippers, because they look down on it as that depraved kind of thing. And in the process, the film kind of gets you on their side when they start doing the hustling stuff, or at least it makes you understand why they're actually getting into it in the first place. It gets you on Constance Wu's character's side because she's the main character, it's told through her perspective, and she's like the most down-to-earth member of the group. She's doing it for the most legitimate reasons, because she wants to look after her grandmother, her daughter, and just live a genuinely good life in general. And I really liked the sisterly bond that grows between these women. The dynamic, the chemistry, it's all there, especially between Jennifer Lopez and Constance Wu. When they're on screen having a good time, you're having a good time. They have a really great chemistry, they work very well together. Where the film kind of faltered for me was in the storytelling. It was pretty by the numbers for a film like this, a true story crime film that's not super serious. It jumps back and forth in time between the past and the present. In the present day you have Constance Wu telling the story to a journalist. How many times have you seen that in a true story film before? And where the story goes as well, like how the story wraps up, is also quite familiar as well, especially with some of the stuff that Jennifer Lopez's character does that kind of annoys Constance Wu's character. Also towards the end it tries to be a bit more emotional and a bit more impactful than it actually is. There are a few emotional moments through the film that do work and do land, but towards the end they try making it this big thing and it just didn't really fully work for me. But overall I surprisingly quite enjoyed Hustlers. I say surprisingly because up until about a week ago this film wasn't really on my radar and I had no intention of seeing it, but the reviews came out of TIFF and the film festival saying it was really good, so it prompted me to go give it a shot, and I'm glad I gave it a shot. Jennifer Lopez was great in it, Constance Wu was really good, it was an engaging story, it was an interesting story, not as impactful or as emotional as it wants to be, but it was still a good time at the cinema nonetheless. I enjoyed it, so I'm going to give Hustlers a 3.5 out of 5. Thanks for watching as always guys. Let me know your thoughts on Hustlers down there if you saw the film, and if you want to see more of my stuff, click on one of these in a second, and I'll see you all next time.